Hey Fitness Anytime family, this is Natalie from High Caliber Life bringing you another home workout. Today we're going to focus on your upper body and your core. So to start, we're going to have your plank up downs, mini tricep dips, your towel front raise, scissor kicks, and finally plank in and outs. All you need for this workout is the floor, a hand towel, and a chair or a bench. First up is your plank up downs. For the easiest level, we're going to start in our tabletop. And we're also going to go into a cat back. So I'm crunching my ribs down, my hips are tucking under, so I feel a good crunch here. I'm starting with my shoulders over the elbows. My challenge for this one is keeping the crunch as I lower my elbows down underneath the shoulders and then press the palms into the floor as I come back up to my straight arm plank. So see if I can hold that tight abdomen as I alternate from one to the other. The next level up is scooting your knees back into your kneeling plank. So knees stay on the ground, top of the feet on the ground as well, shoulders away from the ears. But same exact thing, I'm dropping one elbow down and then the other underneath the shoulders. When I press back up though, keep this elbow in tight to the side as you press back up into that straight arm plank. So looking on the other side, pressing the palm in, tucking the elbow in, stepping back up to my straight arm plank. Finally, for even more intensity, you have your full plank. Keep those quads, squeeze the front of the thigh, straight arm plank, dropping down to your elbows. Watch those hips, make sure they're not way up high. Keep them in line with the spine. Again, keep that elbow tucked in tight, shoulders away from the ears, back up to your straight arm plank. So the plank is the foundation of all three. Really keeping that tight abdomen, keeping those elbows in tight to the body. Those things are going to help you make this exercise a bit more efficient. Next up is your mini tricep dip. So to start out, my butt is on the floor, feet are flat, toes are forward, and I'm walking my fingers forward, but also my hands back. My shoulders are away from the ears, and I'm squeezing the back of the arms anytime that I straighten the arms. I'm not simply locking them out. I really want to squeeze that tricep, the back of the arm there. To start, I keep the shoulders away from the ears, shoulder blades pinch back, elbows go straight back as I bend them as far as my body wants to go. Again, pressing the heels of the palms back up to straight arms. So that's your mini tricep dip. You can make this more challenging by pressing the feet so your butt is lifted off the ground just a little bit. Same thing with the elbows. Just you're going to tap the butt on the ground, hop right back up, squeeze the back of the arms. Feel that tension, don't rest on the ground. Keep the tension in the arms as you raise and lower. A little bit more difficulty, butt is off the ground, you lower down. When you extend back up though, you keep one hand on the ground, one foot on the ground, touching opposite hand to opposite foot. Replace, go into your next tricep dip, and switch to the other side. It's my trouble side. But then you can alternate from here. So this is a balance exercise as well as a good tricep workout. And that's your mini dips. Your third exercise is towel raise. This is where you're going to need your hand towel. So grab one corner and then you're going to grab the opposite corner. Makes for a better grip. And then you're going to straighten your arms as much as you can. Really squeeze those triceps again. It's like you're pushing your knuckles away from you and also away from each other. I'm really trying to pull that towel apart. You want that active the entire time. So shoulder blades are back. That'll help with that pull apart. Arms are straight. And then from here, I'm going to press into my feet, raise my arms overhead as high as I can go. Ooh, there's a lot of tension here. Go as high as you can and then slowly come back down, still pulling apart. There's no release, but trying to pull that towel apart. If your shoulders cause you pain, just go up to whatever degree that your shoulders are not in pain. Again, that pain-free range of motion is what we want. And then lower back down. So here's another lower version. Coming back down. I'm going to turn sideways here so you can see what my ribs are doing. So the tendency, especially as we start to go high, the ribs want to fly out, even though the lower abs are engaged. But see if you can pull those ribs down. It's kind of like that crunch feel as the arms go up. So instead of the ribs flaring, again, we don't want that. We'll see if I can pull the ribs down, Keeping that spine stable. Woo, they go overhead. Remind yourself to squeeze the back of those arms. Slowly coming back down to the start. Hands still pulling away from one another. Ooh, knuckles still pulling away from you as well. Raising and lowering. So it's a slow motion. It's just a towel. But again, you're providing your own resistance by pulling apart, keeping those arms straight. So never lose that tension there. This one is just full of tension. If it's harder to breathe and it feels really difficult, surprisingly difficult, that's how you know you're doing it right. There's your towel raise, guys. Scissor kicks is your next exercise. So what you're gonna do with this one, lying flat on your back, head on the ground, and the number one important thing with this exercise is to keep your low back curve pressed against the ground. That's how you ensure that those abs are contracted. So with the low back curve in the ground, you can start by picking up the feet in a 90-degree angle. For some of you, this might be challenging enough, just simply holding this, and that's okay. Just keep the hands holding your imaginary ball here. They can also hover above the floor. Next, to give you a little bit more challenge, raising and lowering the heels towards the ground and away from the ground, keeping that low back curve in the ground. Next level, you're gonna hug one knee into your chest, extending the other foot out. See how low you can go to the ground without touching. You're not resting the leg, hovering right above. And switch, and switch, and switch. Again, low back curve always in the ground. Next level up, simply touch the knee, tapping from side to side. And then you can also raise the shoulders with any of those levels as well. Brings another degree of difficulty. The top one that is the most difficult is take the ears, or the hands to the back of the ears, not the back of the head, don't hold the head, just to the back of the ears, and alternate opposite elbow to opposite knee. Low back curve stays on the ground. That's your number one concern with this one. Whew, that'll get your abs burning. Scissor kicks, everyone. Whew. Your last exercise of the day is your plank in and outs. This is where you're gonna need your chair or your bench. So start with palms flat on your chair or bench, shoulders over the wrists, and step back into your plank. Make sure you have that tailbone tucked, ribs go down. Everything is pulling into that belly button to get those tight abs. Next, you're gonna bring one knee in, and you're increasing the crunch as you bring the knee in. And then you're standing on your tippy toes, crunching in as much as you can. Whew, I caught myself there. Keeping the arms straight. Squeeze those abs, and then step back into your good plank. Again, step into your in and out. Step back into your plank. Watch those shoulders, that they don't shrug up to the ears. For more difficulty, taking away our chair there. You have your plank. Everything is in line. Shoulders over the wrists. Spine in line with the legs, good strong plank. I can step up again, really crunching in. I don't want my butt to go high. I want to see if I can keep it parallel to the floor and step back in my plank. Step in, feel that crunch, step out. For even more difficulty, you can hop those feet in. Again, keeping the hips low, whoop, and hop back. Hop in, hop back. Another ab burner, guys. Those are your plank in and outs. So there's your upper body and core home workout. So for the protocol for this time around, we're going to do each exercise for 3 sets of 12 repetitions. So what that means, if you're not familiar with those terms, is that you're going to take, for example, your plank up downs. You're going to do 1 set of 12 repetitions. So you're going to do the plank up downs 12 times, and then you rest for about 30 seconds. And then you do your second set, another 12 times, you rest, and then do your third set, then you're done. Then you move on to the next exercise. There's your protocol for this time around. Be sure to like the Fitness Anytime Facebook page, because I'm gonna post some different kind of protocols that maybe you've never seen before, just to kind of keep things fresh, that will also be using these same exercises. So be sure to save this video for future reference. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you soon.